The Detroit Pistons were one of the more unluckier teams when it came to the 2022 NBA Draft Lottery, dropping to the 5th overall selection. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yep, you've already seen the number 1 pick Magic, number 2 pick Thunder, number 3 pick Rocket, number 4 pick Kings rebuilds, and here we are with my number 5 overall pick Pistons rebuild. And honestly, the 5th overall pick is kind of exciting for the Detroit Pistons. Yeah, you'd rather have any pick pretty much ahead of this, but having the opportunity to take somebody like a Shaedon Sharpe at number 5 kind of excites me about this backcourt for the future, because you already have your franchise centerpiece in Cade Cunningham. Because it's interesting with the top 5, like the Magic, they really don't have a centerpiece for their franchise. It could be Jalen Suggs, and it's most likely going to be the number 1 overall pick. Thunder at 2, we know they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Rockets at 3, it's most likely going to be Jalen Green. At number 4 with the Kings, is it Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox? Not really the sexiest of names out there when you're looking at a franchise cornerstone, but Cade Cunningham, that's a sexy name for somebody that's going to be really good in this league. So most mock drafts have the Pistons taking Shaedon Sharpe, and that's who I plan on taking today. I hope he doesn't go ahead of me. I might trade for him if he does. If Jaden Ivey falls to number 5, man, that's the dream. I've been kind of pushing out that Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham backcourt, but that seems unlikely. The Kings go Ivey at 4. Jonathan Givony's ESPN mock draft just came out, and it had Keegan Murray at 5, which is interesting for their position and kind of where they're going, as Jaden Ivey goes there, Jabari Smith. Okay, so that leads Shaedon Sharpe to be available, and that is who I'm going to be taking. I'm pretty much modeling my current mock draft pretty much with these rebuilds. All right, so pretty much with the 2022 draft completed, we took Shaedon Sharpe at pick 5. He's going to be our starting shooting guard next to Cade next year, which means Killian Hayes will be bumped to the bench. And I also drafted Colin Gillespie out of Villanova at 55. So Hamidou Diallo's $5.2 million team option we're going to be picking up. Corey Joseph opts into his option. I don't think he'll be in the rotation. Luka Garza, Frank Jackson, and Carson Edwards. I'm actually going to decline Jackson and Edwards as team options. So there's also a big question: are we going to trade Jeremy Grant? Let's also bring back Marvin Bagley as well. Yeah, let me go into the roster a little bit more, because I really haven't done that yet. So Cade Cunningham, I briefly mentioned him before. Franchise corner like stone. He's not going anywhere. He's our guy at the point guard position. Saddiq Bey is a very good small forward and somebody we can develop just to kind of be that, not secondary scorer, even like he can be the 3rd scorer in the offense, or the 4th scorer, as long as he's shooting threes efficiently. That's pretty much what I need him to do, but I like him right now, and he's under contract for that team deal for another year, which is pretty valuable. So Jeremy Grant is a big question mark, though, is if I'm going to trade him. I think I might look to trade him right now since he's expiring, and I don't know if I want to commit a lot of money to him long term. Hamidou Diallo we just brought back. He's going to be a nice bench piece. Isaiah Stewart is a solid center. He doesn't have to be all end all center, because he could be a great backup one day, but I'm fine starting him right now. Same with Kelly Olynyk for 1 more year, because I believe he's got a team option. So yeah, I could just decline that. He'll be the backup center for this upcoming season in the 2023 year. Shaedon Sharpe will be the backup shooting guard. I think Saben Lee will be the backup point guard, with Killian Hayes being the backup shooting guard. I would like to play both of them. And then I don't think Gillespie or Isaiah Livers or like Garza or Joseph are going to probably be in the rotation next year. So I really don't need to go out and like sign anybody like that's significant name value. The only person I would maybe keep my eye on would be Marvin Bagley, but I'm not paying him $27 million a year. I would bring him back on the qualifying offer. So if I were going to look to move Jeremy Grant, though, let's see if any team like makes sense. Like, I'm sure, I don't know. This is an intriguing offer, but I don't think I would take it. Now, this one is also intriguing, but I'm pretty sure my last Pistons rebuild, I kind of did this Patrick Williams trade idea, so I'm going to look elsewhere. All right, so I'm going to actually be doing this trade with the OKC Thunder. They're trying to get a more veteran presence than Jeremy Grant, who is actually a former Thunder, last played in 2019. And we're getting Alexis Pokusevski, who's still, like, the jury's still out on him. We'll see if he is going to be a solid player in this league. And we get a first-round pick in return. So a young player in a first for Jeremy Grant, who's an expiring deal. Not too bad, and that first-round pick literally means nothing to the OKC Thunder. So I'm going to renounce the rights on everybody here but Marvin Bagley, and I wouldn't mind bringing him back on the QO. Definitely not paying that dude more than like $12 million a year. He wants $26 million, so yeah, it's basically QO or nothing. So on like the last day, he wants, let's see, $20 million. Yeah, that is not happening. Let's see. He is restricted, so I could match a deal. And nope, he comes back on the qualifying offer, which I am very content with. Cade's up to an 87. There's Bay. Bagley probably will start at the 4, but definitely going to be giving Pokusevski probably the same amount of minutes. All right, so let's take a look at this rotation for the 2023 season. It's pretty much going to be, yeah, definitely that starting 5. Diallo, Poku, Lee, Olynyk, and then I would like Gar or Hayes to get minutes, so yeah, nobody else here will be getting. So like Olynyk, honestly 10 minutes. Like, he probably won't be back next year. Saban Wade, we can give about 15 minutes to. Let's do 24 to Poku, 26 to Bagley. We could do 28 to Stewart. We could do about 25 to Diallo. And I could probably give a little bit more to Hayes. Let's see what Sharp's getting. 28 rookie year is fine. 32 to Bay. We could probably do 35 to Cade, and we can go 17 to Hayes. So that is what we are going to roll with. System proficiency is 3-star defense. Let's go to grit and grind, which is also 3 stars. And then taking a look at our just kind of shot tendencies. Like, Cade can kind of go up to a 90. He can be that #1 scorer. Bay can be like at 85. I mean, Bagley doesn't really need to be this huge scorer for us. That's not really what we need him to be, really. So I'm going to go 65 to those two. That's fine. That's fine. We could probably go up to a 70, like 3 for Sharp. And we can up that a little bit on Hayes. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and let's hope that this team, at least shows some progression, at least for the youngins. All right, so we were the 13th seed this year, which is, I guess, some progress. We weren't a bottom 2 team in the Eastern Conference like we've been the past couple of years. We'll see if maybe Cade Cunningham made an All-NBA team. I think that might be too premature, but I definitely think that we could see it in this video. Yeah, nothing from Cade right there. It would have been funny if we saw, like, Jeremy Grant or something like that, but we do get Shaden Sharp on all-rookie first team, and he had a very solid season for a rookie shooting guard, 55% true shooting. I'm cool with that. I think he's going to get a lot better next year. So taking a look at the stats before we get into the offseason, Cade Cunningham, 19.5 points, 6.5 assists, 5 rebounds. I was hoping he would maybe score 20 a night, but 60% true shooting is a hell of a year. Sadiq Bey was great, though, 18 points out of him, 59% true shooting. Could he eventually develop into a 90 overall? That would be pretty sick. We already went over Shaden Sharp. Hamidou Diallo was pretty solid off the bench. Maybe he just shouldn't take as many threes. That was probably Bagley's last year as a Piston. I probably looked at, I should have moved him at the deadline. Isaiah Stewart was all right this year. He shouldn't really be taking any threes either. There's Pokusevski, who was pretty inefficient. I think, that's our main thing this offseason is to figure out the front court and what we want it to look like going forward. And a potential Killian Hayes trade, which kind of sucks. He was one of my more favorite prospects coming out of the 2020 draft class as the Pelicans win it all, and Zion Williamson is your finals MVP. They beat the Celtics in 6. So I am 99% sure we get our draft pick this year. I think 2K might be a little bit weird with it and say the Thunder get it, but I think that would make it lottery protected. So I will trade override for it and watch it. We're going to get unlucky by 2K, but yeah, we're going to get pretty lucky here because I know it's going to jump up. And boom, okay, it jumped up anyway. Holy crap. Oh my god, we have 2 and 3. So it was lottery protected here, so I didn't have to trade override it till next year. But oh my god, that pick from the Jeremy Grant trade, that Clippers swap best. Holy crap, it came with OKC, and we now have 2 and 3. Oh my god. I think Wembanyama is going to go to the Wizards, which kind of sucks. But wow, I have a chance. I'm going to keep Dwayne Casey around. We could really land 2 studs here. If I looked at the mock drafts, I don't know, Baycott won? What is this? Armando Baycott will not be going #1. Why does this draft class love him? I'm so confused. I mean, if Wembanyama falls to 2, I would love that, but I would still be shocked if that happened. All right, so it is draft night. I don't believe I'm going to be making any trades yet. We just have Shaden Sharp under contract. So if Baycott goes 1, I will be thrilled, but let's see what happens. It's Keontae George. Okay, so yeah, with the 2nd overall pick, we're going to be taking Victor Wembanyama, which means Isaiah Stewart really wasn't in our long-term plans. Now, we could look to trade the 3rd overall pick. I don't know if I will get offered a great power forward. I mean, by the looks of some of these offers, I could get a good power forward, but I didn't get offered one, at least via Trade Finder. Now, if we are going to look at just power forwards available, we could look at Baycott. 2K and NBA.com have him #1, but Draft Express has him 9, which I guess makes a little bit more sense. We could take Derek Lively. We could take Imani Bates. I honestly wouldn't mind getting a veteran since, Bay's a little bit older, but, Sharp's young, Cade's young, Wembanyama's young. I would not mind trading this pick. I just don't really know what power forward out there would make a lot of sense. And I'm not going to get offered anyone via trade, so I might just make the pick and then go into kind of a trade. So let's just take the best player available, which could be Scooter Henderson. It could be Derek Whitehead as well. And I think I'm going to go Whitehead with the selection. So let's see. George is an 80, Wembanyama 81, Whitehead's 81. I mean, I can keep Derek Whitehead 100%. But I wouldn't be opposed to looking to see if I can move him. Where did Baycott go? Yeah, so he fell a little bit. Was he #1? Yeah, he ended up going 29th to the Celtics. So we're going to send both these guys. And now, Whitehead will have 10 times the amount of value. I could try to package Whitehead and Olynyk for somebody. Or, Whitehead and Poku. So, yeah, I'm actually going to just decline the offer, though, on Livers and Olynyk. and Gillespie as well. Like, I could also package Killian Hayes. Like, I think we're in the market to make... Oh, like, I know we moved Grant last offseason, but hey, we can maybe make a big win now move. And I don't even need to move Whitehead. I could probably do a different package with surrounding pieces. But let's just see. Like, holy crap. Yeah, I could probably get a stud for Dariq Whitehead. I just don't know what power forward would be, like, I don't know, realistic. Who would make sense? Like, Ben Simmons on this team? I don't know if I really want that. I don't think I would hate John Collins, but I don't think I would need to give up Whitehead. So if we were to offer a deal with Isaiah Stewart in it, now that we have Wembanyama, I'm okay giving him up. And, like, if I did Poku, Stewart, and Hayes, that's 3 young guys, basically, for John Collins, who's in the last year of his contract, or 2 more years, at $25 million. Would they accept this? I think they will. And they say no. Okay. Don't want to give up my pick next year. I don't know if there's any other player they prefer over. Like, do they like Saben Lee over Killian Hayes? No? Okay, what about if I did Killian Hayes and I did a first-round pick down the line? So this is a pretty big offer for John Collins. Like, I gave you my 2026 first, and boom, they agreed to that. Okay, so I think we have our starting 5 when it comes down to it. It's going to be Cade, Sharp, Bay, Collins, Wembanyama, with Whitehead being the 6th man. And I would like to bring back some of my guys as well. Not Bagley. Like, I definitely want to bring back Hamidou Diallo, and I can afford him. So let's get him on a 3-year deal worth about 13 mil a year. We're going to just flat rate that and make it well, we can't make it 13 mil. Oh, no, we can. So let's sign him. There we go. We're going to renounce the rights on Joseph Olynyk as well. And I should have a little bit of cap space after I get Diallo too. So we actually have about $28 million, which is good. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Think we can get a good backup center. I could also sound like Jordan Poole, which would honestly be kind of sick. And we could pay him money like that possibly the Warriors wouldn't pay him. So if I give him $22 million flat rate, that would make us have an insane bench. Or Shaedon Sharp would come off the bench now, and he can also play that backup point guard spot. So I'm gonna offer him a deal. Let's see if we can get him on it, because that'd be kind of sick. And they don't match it. Wow, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. And now I just need a backup center. So I could sign one of these guys, or I could look to move Saben Lee for one. All right, so I'm going to be moving Saben Lee to get another former Warrior in Kevon Looney right here. So they're going to be getting a backup point guard. We're getting Kevon Looney. They have plenty of big men over there. And I'm very excited about this team. Next year, we should definitely be making a playoff push. I love the additions of, like, Dariq Whitehead, Wembanyama, John Collins, and Jordan Poole. Like, this team is actually really fun. All right, so they want to go Whitehead at the 2 and have Poole, Diallo, Sharp. I like this kind of neglects Sharp a little bit, and he's literally why I make this video, because for the number 5 pick rebuild. So Wembanyama in his rookie year is going to get about 29 or 30 minutes. We're going to go 31 to Collins. I'd like to go 32 to Bay. We're going to go 34 to Cade. Poole 28 is good, 20 to Diallo, 16 to Looney, and then we can probably go about 23 there, 23 there, and I got 9 minutes left. We'll go 23 there. Yeah, we're going to rock something like that. It's probably going to change for the playoffs, and if we don't make it to the playoffs, I'm probably going to fire Dwayne Casey. Oh my god, we ended up as the 1 seed. I swear, we were like the 6th seed around the trade deadline. Keontae George ends up winning Rookie of the Year. Yeah, this rookie class is kind of insane. I think it's going to be better than this year's class when we go into next year. As long, like, yeah, it depends on, like, Bailey's, your Hendersons, Wembanyama, I think will be fine. Your Georges, your Whiteheads, like, it'll be interesting. I'm sure there's going to be guys coming out of nowhere, like Jabari Smith this year. He kind of came out and rose up the draft boards, and Shaedon Sharp. We didn't think he was going to be in this draft class as well. So the only guys we got here were all rookie players. Dariq Whitehead is one of them, and Victor Wembanyama is the other. So I really got to figure out the identity of this team and who's scoring, like, whose role is what. So Cade Cunningham got over 20 points. That's what I wanted to see last year, but he put up an all-star caliber season, and he didn't become an all-star. So if he didn't make it, then nobody else did. Collins was pretty solid from us, or for us. It's kind of funny because, like, some of these guys could really have developed into being that number 2 scorer, like Bay, which he was last year, Poole, Wembanyama, Whitehead, but we ended up getting John Collins. Shaedon Sharp, man, I should have, like, it's like once I got Whitehead and once I got Poole, it's like, was I going to really put all my eggs in this Shaedon Sharp basket still? All right, so, like, I kind of want to see what 2K would come up with for the playoffs, but we are a 1 seed, so I guess we could just see how we do, and if we underperform, then I'll make some switches. The Wizards ended up getting Kyrie Irving. They got that big through with Irving, George, and Porzingis. Let's see what happens. So we are currently tied 2-2, so maybe I should make some switches with this rotation. Jordan Poole's going off a little bit. I did want to see if I move Jordan Poole's position to a shooting guard, does his overall go up, or is it highest at a point guard? It doesn't change. It actually goes up the most if you move to a small forward. Okay. So I'm moving to a small forward. So if I were to kind of go to coaching game plan and switch this around, they would do Cade, Poole, Bay, Collins, Wembanyama, Whitehead, Diallo, Looney, and then Sharp. Ugh. I would do Looney about 10. I'll do something like that. I would still like to give Sharp a decent amount of minutes. So let's see how this end of the series wraps out. And we end up winning in 7 games. We end up blowing them out by 54 points in Game 7. Cade with 43, 13, and 3. Caps off an incredible round 1. John Collins was also incredible in round 1. Saddiq Bey was really good. Tariq Whitehead was alright. Jordan Poole, though, was also really solid. Alright, so we're taking on the Pacers here in round 2. Halliburton, Brogdon, Warren, Bagley, Smith, Duarte. I don't know how this team's in round 2, but it's the Bagley Revenge Series. They beat the Sixers in 7. We should honestly sweep this team. And whenever I say that, whenever I think we're versing a team that is not very good, I end up losing. Yeah, we lost in 6 games. Miles Turner, 27 points here. I guess Halliburton really just kind of made me his... he was our dad. He owned us that series. Damn it. I mean, Cade went off in round 2. It looks like Poole struggled. Bey struggled. Wembanyama really struggled. All right. I mean, like, these guys are going to develop a little bit more next year. Maybe I'll figure out some of the roster spots and what I want our identity to be. And, like, we were a 1 seed this year. Maybe it was a little premature. And then next year, we will really compete for a championship in 2025. The Raptors defeated the Pelicans in 6. There goes Chris Paul. There goes Mike Conley as well. So Chris Paul heads to the Hall of Fame. CP3 and Blake Griffin get their jersey retired by the Clippers. And then Draymond by the Golden State Warriors. So taking a look at the lottery here, we're not going to be getting our pick. I don't think I have any other picks in there as well. So we're pretty much going to be watching this draft from the sidelines this year. Thunder have a plethora of first-round picks. Heat, Knicks, and Warriors are 1, 2, and 3. So 3 big markets there that end up winning the lottery. Maybe Casey isn't the coach for us. I mean, I could look at other candidates out there. I mean, we could look at Quinn Snyder. Actually, wouldn't mind Quinn Snyder, bro. I could look at Ty Lue. Can look at Nick Nurse. All right, there's some good ones out there. I think I'm going to fire Dwayne Casey. I would like Quinn Snyder now that he's not really a coach of a team in real life. So we're going to offer him a deal. And if we don't get him, I will definitely snag Ty Lue. So we don't get Snyder, so I will take Ty Lue. I mean, his ratings are so much better. All right, so it is the 2024 NBA draft. I'm pretty content with our roster right now. And maybe I just didn't handle Wembanyama's like rookie season good enough. Maybe I move Diallo. Diallo's good, though. I mean... kind of want to keep all these guys around, so let's just go through the draft. So we got a guy by the name of AJ Beasley out of Kansas here in round 2. We're going to be picking up the team options on Cunningham and Smart. So we want to pay Saddiq Bey this offseason. I mean, we technically don't have to pay Saddiq Bey, but I will. And I would like to get a backup center. I mean, I could bring back Avon Looney, probably one of the better options out there. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal worth about $8 million, and let's not renounce the rights on Saddiq Bey, but we can on everybody else. So I will also pay Saddiq Bey a decent amount of money right now, about $25 million a year for 5 years, so $125 million total. And can we get him? And he takes a deal from the Blazers. We're going to match that. All right, so they want to go Cade, Poole, Bey, Collins, Wembanyama, Whitehead, Diallo, Looney, and Sharp off the bench. Honestly, I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to give Sharp a solid amount of minutes. So that is going to be the team. Whoa, we're not going to be defense. We're going to be balanced. I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3. All right, so another year as a 1 seed, which I really kind of expected to be this year as we go 56-26. Ty Lue gets coach of the year because we were the 1 seed last year, and I think we got better, and our young guys kept developing. Unfortunately, Cade Cunningham does not get an All-NBA team, which is whack. All right, so we're taking on Philly in round 1. Harden, it looks like he's regressing a little bit, but still didn't have a terrible year. Maxi's an 89. Still have Embiid. They have Clint Capella for whatever reason. Here are the stats. Cade Cunningham led us in scoring. He technically went down last year, but the efficiency also dropped. John Collins, 16 points and 8 rebounds. Wembanyama was better in his sophomore year. Bey, okay. Gets that contract, maybe not as good. So if I ask 2K to come up with a rotation, it would be Cunningham. Okay, they want to go Sharp, Bey, Collins, Wembanyama. That's fine with Poole, Whitehead, Diallo, Looney off the bench. Why would Yuta get 3 minutes? Let's just give those to Saddiq Bey. We are 4-star balanced. So let's see. Can we knock off the Philadelphia 76ers? We lost game 1. We're tied. And oh my god, we go to 7 games. Again, didn't we go to 7 games last year? When we were the 1 seed, I mean, we blow them out in game 7, but I'm just so tired of this. Cade Cunningham went off, though, in round 1. 29 points, 6 rebounds, 8.5 assists. That is kind of crazy. So, they want to go Poole starting at the 2 for round 2. see how this goes. I don't know. I guess we're not going to play Shading Sharp. We're taking on Brooklyn. We still have Simmons, Cameron Thomas, but they don't have Kyrie Irving anymore, which makes them a little bit more vulnerable. Let's see, though, and I don't feel good. And okay, maybe I should have because we end up winning in 6. Cade had 26 points there, and we're taking on the 2-seeded Wizards, who we beat in round 1 last year. Round 2 was a little bit different. I mean, it looks like Whitehead struggled a little bit, and nobody really kind of balled out with the scoring, but we were pretty evenly distributed. So you have a 1-6 seed over there, 1-2 seed right now. Kyrie and George is pretty sick. You got a Dia, Kristaps, Mitch Rob, 2 former Knicks right there in the front court. Mo Bamba, Johnny Davis, Corey Kispert. Okay, that's a very good Wizards team. I'm going to just ask 2K to come up with the rotation once again, and Sharp's right back in it for whatever reason. Game 1, we do win. All right, in overtime by 4 points. It's a little scary. Game 2, we end up winning. That is massive. We win by 12. Okay, I'd much rather be us than them, and we are up 3-0. We win by 6. So these games have been semi-close, and we end up winning by 4. Oh my God, I would be pissed if I were the Wizards. We won by 4, 12, okay, 6, and then by 4. That is terrible. And we got the Thunder in the finals, who have Shea, Giddey, Peyton Watson, 16th overall pick, Paolo Banchero, Vucevic, Trey Mann, Isaiah Stewart, Jeremy Grant. Oh yeah, 2 former Pistons. All right, game 1, we end up with the dub. Okay, we blow them out by 16. Wembanyama with 24, 11, and 5. Game 2, we do lose. Okay. This is going to be competitive. Game 3, we do lose. Okay. 2K. All right. Come up with a new rotation, please. I don't know if I can take this. They want to start Diallo. All right. Sure. Do I ask 2K to come up with the rotation after every game? Oh, my God. We're down 3-1. We lose by 4. All right. Can we come back down 3-1? I mean, we're at home, so we probably should win this game 5, just because how good we were. Regular season playoffs, we're at home, and, of course, we're going to lose this one. We get blown out. I hate my life. All right, on to the final year. That just sucks. LeBron retires with the Timberwolves. All right, both the Lopez brothers retire as well. LeBron goes to the Hall of Fame, gets his jersey retired by 3 teams. All right, maybe I should have kept Dwayne Casey. Actually, no. Ty Lue got me to the NBA Finals. What am I complaining for? We got Stephen Blount there at 29, and then at 43, we got Lawrence Davidson. Team player options. Collins opts out. I will be paying him now. I would like to run this team back. So, yeah, we are going to pay Cade Cunningham, but let's pay John Collins first just because he's unrestricted. Any other free agents we have that are important? Nope. So, we will match anything Cade gets. I'm surprised he didn't get a deal yet. Probably will get one here. No? Okay, so let's just offer Cade a deal. And will he accept it? No? Wow. Okay. We get him there 5 years, though. Let's go. Because sometimes another team will give him like a 3-year deal, and then you match that, and you only get him for 3 years. I want to get my studs for 5 years. And yeah, if this team doesn't win it all in the final year, I don't know what else to say. I built a pretty good team. All right, so the final rotation is going to be Cunningham, Sharp, Bay, Collins, Wembanyama with Poole, Whitehead, Diallo, and Looney off the bench. Stephen Blount, we don't really need to play, so I'm going to go like 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1 there. System proficiency is 4 stars. Let's ride. 3 straight 1 seeds. We go 67-15. If it doesn't result in 1 NBA championship, I don't know. Cade Cunningham goes off this year. He's at 97 overall. Yeah, I think this is our year. I think we're going to win it all, as Cade also gets all defensive second team. I'm going to be so freaking cocky for this. So, for the playoffs, we are 4.5 star balanced. Let's go. This is going to be the rotation. Sharp, yeah, let's keep him at the 2. Poole is a 6th man. Why does he have to play 2 minutes? You know what? Sure. Maybe that magically helps you out in the simulation. So here are the player stats. Cade Cunningham, 25 and 8.5. And oh, there is Wembanyama, 18 and 11. Oh my God, that efficiency is freaking elite. 43 from 3, 88 from the line. Saddiq Bey, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 42 from 3, 83 from the line. Collins had a solid season as well. There's Derek Whitehead with a career high. Poole was still efficient. Sharp, technically had a career high. So, I am not going to live with stress. I'm going to turn around, and I'm going to press simulate playoffs. I think I just did it. So let's hope when I turn around, we have won it all. And did we win it all? Please, please, please. You gotta be kidding me.